Has the Las Vegas Raiders front office completely lost their minds, or is Klint Kubiak playing some 5D chess that nobody else in the league can comprehend? Because the moves coming out of Vegas these last few days have Raider Nation in an absolute state of shock. Answer me this. Is tying up our limited cap space on a receiver who only sees the field on special teams really what's going to save our stagnant offense? Is the most hated, brawling, controversial guy in the entire NFL actually one step away from being the safety blanket for our future franchise quarterback, Fernando Mendoza? And the Maxx Crosby saga. Is the trade door permanently shut, or is someone inside the building sweeping a smoldering internal crisis under the rug? Enough with the mainstream media's BS narratives. They don't understand the weight of the silver and black. Here, we lay the brutal truth on the table, no matter who it hurts. Buckle up and smash that like button, because what I'm about to tell you changes everything for the Raiders. The first signing of the Klint Kubiak era, coming straight from his old team, the Seattle Seahawks, is definitely not the splash signing everyone was begging for. The Las Vegas Raiders just signed wide receiver Dariq Young. And if you're scratching your head wondering, who is this guy? You're definitely not alone. The entire nation just jumped out of their seats in pure disbelief. The bombshell fact, my friends, is this. Young is a receiver who simply does not catch the football. Over his entire professional career, the guy has an unbelievable 4 receptions for 72 yards. Are you kidding me? My immediate reaction? A mix of profound outrage and the need to take a deep breath to try and read between the lines of what the front office is doing. Because if we really analyze the roster impact, Kubiak didn't bring in an offensive weapon. He brought in a rabid pit bull for special teams. This guy is a product of the modest Lenoir-Rhyne University who has survived in the league by doing the dirty work. He logged over 230 snaps on that unit alone in 2024, racking up 24 career tackles. He's a 6'2", 224-pound monster. But here's the million-dollar question and the impact on our cap space. We've already spent almost all of our cash, spending what's left on a special teamer, keeping in mind he's the 5th Seattle free agent to walk, and guys like Cody White are still sitting out there on the market. Sounds utterly absurd when we have massive gaping holes on offense. My visceral gut check opinion? The front office is sending a loud and clear message about the trench warfare culture they want to establish. They want blue-collar grinders who bleed for the team, who know Kubiak's system, and who won't throw a tantrum if they don't see the ball on offense. But let's not sugarcoat it. This does absolutely zero to fix our passing game. Signing Dariq Young is putting a Band-Aid on a bullet wound. Kubiak brought in his guy, sure. But if this is the reinforcement for the offensive unit, we are going to get eaten alive by AFC West defenses. We need legitimate targets, and we need them yesterday. If you thought the shock value stopped there, hold on to your hats. Because this next market spin involves heavy controversy, locker room division, and cold sweats in the front office. The free agent market is drying up, the money is tight, but ESPN's Bill Barnwell just dropped some analysis that makes terrifying sense. The Raiders are the perfect landing spot and desperately need to go after wide receiver Jawan Jennings. Why is this huge for our future? Think about it. All signs point to us taking quarterback Fernando Mendoza with the #1 overall pick. You don't throw a rookie QB to the Wolves without a safety blanket. We brought in Jalen Naylor, and we've got young bucks like Jack Beck, Dante Thornton Jr., and Trey Tucker. It's a solid young core, but they're inexperienced. Jennings is that gritty third-down machine who posted 975 yards in 2024. He plays through broken ribs and sprained ankles, and he makes contested catches in heavy traffic. More importantly, he knows the roots of the Shanahan system that Kubiak operates. On paper, the fit is ridiculously perfect. But here's where things get really spicy. Jawan Jennings is, without exaggeration, one of the most despised players in the entire NFL. His track record is radioactive. Remember our former safety Trayvon Moehrig? He ended up punching Jennings in the nuts because of his dirty trash talk in the middle of a game. Shelby Harris flat out blasted him to the press, calling Jennings soft and saying he said unspeakable things to other men and then ran to hide behind his O-line, adding he was surprised nobody had broken his jaw yet. Imagine putting that ticking time bomb in our locker room. Do his talent and utility for Mendoza justify wrecking the team's chemistry? Is the front office really willing to sign public enemy #1 for our own defense? That's a decision that could cost a lot of people their jobs. Now, turning on our radar for a story that the fan base is sleeping on, thinking it's water under the bridge, but that dictates 100% of our franchise's mentality going forward. The Maxx Crosby soap opera just reached a brutal conclusion. The rumors that the Chicago Bears would make a last-minute push for number 98? Dead, buried, and cremated. According to insider Adam Schefter, the Bears are officially broke. They have no money, no cap space. The Chicago dream is over. After that humiliating debacle where the trade to the Baltimore Ravens was voided at the last second because of the physical, which caused the Ravens to scramble and sign Trey Hendrickson out of sheer desperation, a lot of people thought the environment in Vegas was broken beyond repair. According to Mike Florio, the Raiders never wanted to trade Maxx. It was Maxx who wanted out because he was sick and tired of losing. But the Condor is back in the building, locked the front door and posted on socials, "I'm a Raider, I'm back, run that shit." And the front office just put the whole league on notice. The phone is off the hook. He's staying put. What nobody is realizing is the green light this flashes for the future. His agent, CJ LeBoy, already confirmed that his knee rehab with Dr. Neil Elatrash is ahead of schedule. He's going to participate in the offseason program. With our biggest game wrecker locked in and focused, the pressure to panic draft an edge rusher completely vanishes. The message from the front office is loud and clear. We are not in a perpetual rebuild. If Crosby agreed to stay and walk back his trade request, it's because Kubiak and the brass promised him a competitive roster right now. They picked a massive fight with their own superstar. If this team doesn't produce in 2026, the bomb that's going to go off next year will make this current drama look like child's play. To recap the madness, we brought in Dariq Young to crack skulls on special teams instead of reinforcing our passing attack. The ultimate troublemaker Jawan Jennings is gaining steam behind the scenes to be our rookie QB's guardian angel. And Maxx Crosby locked the exit door and warned everyone the hunt continues in Vegas. Now I demand to hear your voice in the comments, Raider Nation. With this squeezed cap space and the absolute need to protect Mendoza, would you rather swallow your pride and go after Jawan Jennings no matter what, even with our locker room hating his guts? Or would you tell him to kick rocks and burn our draft picks on inexperienced receivers? Drop your spiciest hot takes down below because things are about to get wild.